Hello. Here, this is lecture 8, and here we are going to learn reactions of N2. Okay, this is reactions of N2. How this N2 is going to react with different other gases. Okay, that is what we are going to learn. The first is I will not give name to this. I'll give name to this later. First, I will write a reaction, and you must be familiar with this reaction. Okay, that is I will write here N2 reacting with H2 at very high temperature. That is around 700 Kelvin, and what you get is ammonia. To balance this, I will put 2 over here, and over here I'll put this to be 3. So N2H2, and you are getting ammonia, and nature of this is basic. This is base. This is nitrogen gas. How it is reacting with a hydrogen gas at very high temperature. Okay, and very high pressure. You require very high temperature and very high pressure to form this. Now, someone can guess what is the name of this reaction, and many must have understood what is the name of this reaction, and the name is we call this to be a Haber's process for the preparation of ammonia. And if we further add aqueous copper sulfate, CuSO4 copper sulfate, we get a complex copper tetraamine copper plus 2. this is deep this is deep blue complex, deep blue complex. Okay, now this is nitrogen. How it reacts with the hydrogen? It gives a hydrogen. Now here, why there was a need for a copper sulfate to add? Okay, this copper sulfate which I showed a further reaction. Actually, the reaction is this much. Okay, this is the only uh, only this much is the reaction. Why copper sulfate was added? You must be thinking that. So the answer is very simple. I write over here. The answer is the copper sulfate is reacted to check the formation of a ammonia. See, here we are getting a blue complex. This is not going to give any color. It is a colorless gas. No, ammonia is a colorless gas. But here, since this copper, see, in chemistry, what happens is like we have to always react some chemical substance with a substance, and everything, whether the product is formed, what type of product is formed, or it is mostly in color can help you a lot. If there is a change in color, we can say that the reaction has taken place. So copper sulfate, CuSO4, is reacted reacted to check the formation of ammonia. Means this is check, like if you are getting a deep blue complex, means there is a formation of the ammonia. And this is the thing, you can also remember that copper sulfate and ammonia, if you react, you get the deep blue complex. The second reaction I will write here is, or I'll go on the next slide only, that second reaction, if N2 is reacting with O2, if we heat this compound, why we are adding a heat is it is one type of catalyst which speeds up the reaction. Okay, N2 and O2, we can say that way. Heat is always used to speed up the reaction. See, whenever you use a do a cations and anions analysis, right, separation of the cations and anions in the laboratory, many times you must be heating the test tube. The reason is that to make the reaction faster. So heating any reaction mixture gives you a product little faster. So this is a nitric oxide, and this arrow represents a gas, and it is in this form. It is nitric oxide. This is what you are going to get if N2 is reacted with O2. Now the characteristics is that the N2NO, it is paramagnetic in nature. Paramagnetic, it is one of the magnetic properties. Paramagnetic. And second, the compound form is neutral. Okay, this is the neutral compound. Like how it is paramagnetic, we can make a simplest thing. Like nitrogen will have 7 and oxygen will have 8 electron total. It is 15 electron system, 7 plus 8. Like nitrogen is having 7 electron, oxygen is having 8. So this is 15, and this is odd electron species, and therefore it is paramagnetic in nature. Okay, next very important compound of nitrogen is NH3, and this is known as ammonia. See, we have learned the in this slide here, if you see, we have actually Haber's process. Although we were learning the Haber's process, we were learning the reactivities of the nitrogen with the hydrogen. Same way here, in which we were getting as a ammonia as a product. Here also nitrogen is reacted to oxygen to check the reactivity with of the nitrogen with the oxygen. Ammonia, I will not do the preparation of ammonia. That same reaction, Haber's process is same reaction could be understood as the preparation of ammonia. Okay, this is one of the reactions. So here I will write a second reaction. Second reaction is preparation of NH3 from urea. What is urea? Um, Urea is what we say. I will just show you the image of urea. Okay, so urea is this. Okay, this is the urea, um, which is used in the farming, a pesticide. Okay, it is one of the pesticide which is mainly used, and so I will just it's negative and the positive effect. I'll not talk on this over here. You can do more research and understand. So I will just talk about the how it is used for the preparation of the ammonia. This is the structure, carbonyl, and this is NH2. If you add water to this, I'm adding water to this. What you get is NH4 2 CO3, ammonium carbonate. And if you further heat this, if you heat this compound, what we get is NH3, a gas, then water, and carbon dioxide. If you check the nature, if you check the nature of all these things, then ammonia is basic. Okay, it is a base. Who don't know this? Basic. Water is neutral, and carbon dioxide is acidic in nature. Okay, this is the reaction where we get basic, neutral, and acidic product together as a in the product side. So a question could be like this: a compound when heated releases three gases, one neutral, one basic, and one acidic. Identify the gas. So a gas. So this is the thing you can say. If you heat this compound, you will get this. So here we are getting ammonia as a main product, and this is one of the method for the preparation of the ammonia. Then third method I will be doing is from NH4Cl, means just decomposition reaction. NH4Cl is there, NH4Cl is there, and you just decompose this, heat this compound, break this down. So what you will get, you remove NH3, and what will remain is HCl, like base and acid. One is base and other acid, right? Then fourth fourth method for the preparation of the ammonia will be from NH4OH. And here also, if you take NH4OH and remove NH3 from this, what will remain? What will remain is water. Right? It is so simple. You don't have to by heart anything. You know this. Just remove NH3 from this since you need to prepare ammonia, right? So these are the things to be understood with respect to these reactions. So here I end this lecture, And here we have covered the preparation of ammonia and reactions of the nitrogen with oxygen and hydrogen. Thank you.